Dear students, how are you? Hope all of you are fine to stay at home. Recently, we have finished our BGS assessment. So, from today, we will start our new chapter. The number of the chapter is Chapter 13 and the name of the chapter is Bangladesh and various regional and international associate organizations. So, now we start. In the present world consists of 95 countries. So, every country needs the help of other countries. So, firstly, we will know about the importance of international cooperation among different countries of the world. They are situated in different parts of the world. They are independent countries. But in the present world, no country can run alone and without the help of others. They are to depend on one another by economically, socially, culturally and even politically. If we look after in Bangladesh is a developing country. Bangladesh has many problems in the fields of food, health, social, education, political. So, Bangladesh depends on other countries to solve this problem. For this reason, international organizations are built. So, why international? It is important to international cooperation among different countries of the world to solve the problems like as economically, education, culturally, socially, even politically, and to build up a peaceful world. Many regional and international organizations are formed in the world with everyone's cooperation. We can know in the previous classes, class 6, 7, we knew about some regional or international organizations like as SAARC. SAARC is one of the renowned regional organization of South Asian countries. ASEAN, of course, United Nations is the big international cooperation organizations. So there are other regional organizations like as NAM, NATO, ASEAN, African Union, European Union. So, today we will know about some associate organizations of United Nations. We know that after the World War in 1946, 24th October, United Nations was formed for to build up a peaceful world. So, United Nations works with some associate organizations. In this chapter, we will know about these associate organizations about United Nations. Firstly, we will know about UNICEF. You know this. UNICEF, the abbreviation is United Nations Children's Emergency Fund. UNICEF is a special organization of United Nations. After the Second World War, the whole world is affected in various problems. The special problems to the children are affected more. So, United Nations established an associate organization in 1946. It serves the children to different countries of the world, particularly the developing countries of the world. UNICEF especially works with the developing country of the world. It works with a view to developing maternal and children health, nutrition and prevention of diseases, primary health care, primary education and of course sanitation and women development. UNICEF is, we know that UNICEF was established in 1946 and the headquarters of UNICEF is New York, America or United States of America. After 1950, it works with welfare and development of the children of the least developed and developing countries. We said it before that UNICEF especially work with underdeveloped and developing countries' children. So, UNICEF won Nobel Prize for Peace in 1956. Bangladesh has joined 1951. Bangladesh joined with UNICEF in 1951 and it started working regularly for the development of women and children from 1977. So working field of UNICEF, working area of UNICEF developing work for children and maternal we say it again. UNICEF works with a view to developing maternal and children health, nutrition, prevention of diseases, primary health and education, and especially for sanitation and women development. So now we will know about another associate organizations of United Nations. This is UNESCO. UNESCO, the abbreviation of UNESCO is United Nations. United Nations Educational Scientific and Cultural Organization. If we look the abbreviation of UNESCO, we will know about the working field of UNESCO. UNESCO works for educational, scientific education and culture and for culture. So UNESCO. This is also a special organization of the United Nations, and it is responsible for the educational, scientific, and cultural activities of the United Nations. This organization was established also 1946. The first associate organizations of United Nations is UNICEF, FAO, and UNESCO. So, headquarters of UNESCO, Paris, the capital city of France. And the UNICEF has all the members of the United Nations, but UNESCO has 189 members. 189 countries, and the objectives of UNESCO are to ensure peace and security of the world through increasing cooperation in the fields of education, science, and culture and communication. UNESCO has working with a view to arousing respect for justice, rules, and law and human rights. UNESCO works mainly in 4 areas. There are 4 areas of like as education, science, culture, and communication. So it is very important to memorize that there are 4 areas of UNESCO, like as education, science, culture, and communication. That means UNESCO works in the field of education, science, culture, and communication. And from these areas, UNESCO want to build up a peace and secured world for the members of the world. Bangladesh has joined with UNESCO Bangladesh joined UNESCO 27th October 1972. After our liberation war in 1972, firstly Bangladesh has joined with UNESCO, and UNESCO was worked in the war-torn country with the field of education, science and cultural sector. So this organization, the government of Bangladesh formed the UNESCO Commission. Bangladesh also formed a UNESCO Commission. From the UNESCO Commission in 1973. This organization helps UNESCO to implement their activities in Bangladesh. UNESCO has significant roles in eliminating illiteracy. The organization has a special interest in adult education, science education, communication development, and preserving cultural heritage. We know that the 21st February is our Mother Language Day. From 1999, the whole world celebrate this day as their International Mother Language Day. United Nations has recognized this day as the Mother Language Day in 1999. We also know that besides that, UNESCO has extended their help to preserve our heritage and like as Sundarbans, the other as well as such as 60 Dome Mosque, that means Shat Gambuz Masjid, and Paharpur Bodh Bihar in Nauga. So we know that UNESCO has various roles to develop our science, cultural and education sector. So now we will know about another associate organization like as UNDP. UNDP means United Nations Development Program. Developing work of United Nations arranged by UNDP, that means United Nations Development Program. United Nations Development Program mainly work with underdeveloped and developing countries of United Nations. So UNDP was formed in 1965. It is necessary or important for you that you will remember the establishment, headquarter, members, working fields of every associate organizations. So UNDP implements and monitors worldwide development works of the United Nations. The headquarter of UNDP is New York, also New York, USA. The main goal of UNDP is to eradicate poverty from the world and to help the developing countries develop are the main purposes of UNDP. The organization mainly works with 6 areas. The areas are 6. The member of UNDP, all members of the United Nations. Six areas like as establish democracy of the whole world, eradicating poverty, facing crisis, protecting environment, and preserving energy, Information and Technology. If we look back, that we can see that every associate organization of United Nations mainly works with peace and eradicating poverty for all of the world. So United Nations also, UNDP also works with removing HIV/AIDS. UNDP has been working for the development of Bangladesh since 1972. After the liberation war, UNDP worked with Bangladesh huge sector, eradicating poverty, develop socio-economic condition in rural areas, to develop women, to establish good governance and democracy, to develop environment, etc. So we can say that the role of UNDP of Bangladesh is very important for our development. So that's all for today, dear students. I hope you will enjoy the video and complete the worksheet that is uploaded by your website. So thank you very much.